What's going on, guys? I am with the Moose, and today we have another episode of Cheap Cuts. Today we're going to be breaking down cornerbacks in Madden 15 Ultimate Team, giving you guys some good tips on who to pick up and the best cornerbacks to get for on a budget. If you're looking for items less than 10,000 coins, I have a bunch on this video. I think I have around 5 or 6 that I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to start it off with a silver card. Actually, Demarcus Van Dyke, only going for 500 or 600 coins. We'll take a look at him real quick. Obviously, he is not going to be a great cornerback. Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that whatsoever. But look at this, 6'1", that's pretty good. That's actually above average, I would say. And then 96 speed, that is very, very high. One of the highest, I believe it's the highest for silvers, and one of the highest, you could possibly get in the game. The highest is a 99 right now. So 96 speed, pretty darn good for a corner. 94 acceleration, he's going to be able to get to that speed quickly. Now where he falls off, obviously, are the coverage stats. So 71 man coverage, 66 zone coverage, and 74 press. 74 press is actually not awful. It's not very good, don't get me wrong, but for silvers it's actually okay. We'll take a look and see where it compares to his counterparts at cornerback. But his jumping's also 85, almost on par with all cornerbacks in MUT. And overall, just not a terrible card whatsoever. I don't know why I can't find press right now, but I think it should be coming up. And 74 press, right above the cornerback average, even though he's only a 65 overall. I definitely recommend this Demarcus Van Dyke if you just started playing Madden Ultimate Team. He's going to be really fast. He's going to be able to get down the field, hopefully make some plays on the ball. He's not really going to pick many off. His catching's not very good, but hopefully he'll be in the position. He's fast, and at the very least, he'll be able to bring somebody down if they catch it. He'll be able to catch up. Very, very fast cornerback, but I would really only recommend this if you pretty much just started playing Ultimate Team. The next card I want to recommend is this Brandon Browner. It is a very nice card. Doesn't really matter which one you get, either Road to the Playoffs or base. They're pretty much the same except for the style, so pick the one that matches your style and go with it. We'll take a look at the base card, though. He is 6'4", so one of the tallest corners in the entire game. Actually, he might be actually the tallest corner. I'm not completely sure on that, but I know he's very, very high up there. Now, the speed is a little slow, 85 on the slower end, but the height kind of makes up for it. It allows him to make a jump ball play, when he's not really that close to a receiver, but he still has the height to kind of go up and get the ball. He's got 83 man coverage, which is okay, but then the 91 zone coverage is very, very good. So overall, well-rounded, coverage corner. And then 88 press is actually way above average. As you guys know, we had checked it earlier on the other player, Demarcus Van Dyke, and I think he had 74 press, and that was actually above average. So Brandon Browner has 88 press, very, very good, along with 85 play recognition. And for 3,000 coins, this card really can't be beat. Right there, 2.7 thousand coins was bought. So you can definitely tell people like this card, but it still only goes for like 3K. I would definitely recommend buying it, though, and putting it maybe at cornerback 2, maybe cornerback number 3. I don't know. Actually, probably not cornerback number 3, because you're going to have your faster receivers there. You probably want to put him at CB2 or CB1 and let him work against the bigger receivers that are like Vincent Jackson kind of. That's not going to be very fast, but is also going to be pretty large. Brandon Browner is definitely going to be able to shut those kind of receivers down. A couple other items that are very, very nice to check out are the Cromarties, Antonio Cromartie, and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. We're going to take a look at Dominique in this one, but Antonio Cromartie is definitely a good cornerback in his own right. You can get same thing, you can get either the Road to the Playoffs or the base editions of either one of these, and they're both going to be really solid, but the DRC is what we're going to look at right here. He's got 96 speed. He's also 6'2", so kind of like Demarcus Van Dyke, just better. He's going for around 2,000 coins more. Honestly, if you have the coins, which it shouldn't be too hard to get, I would go with Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The thing that does concern me about DRC is his press is 49. That's absolutely horrible. You can never press with him. If you press with him, he'll get burnt completely. Burnt toast. He'll just be done. So do not press with him if you get him. But 94 man coverage is extremely good, and then 80 zone coverage is just enough to get the job done. Very nice item here for Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and I definitely recommend it. And you know what? Why not? Let's just look at the Antonio Cromartie. He's also 6'2", a little bit slower, but still very fast at 94 speed. That should get the job done against most receivers. 86 man coverage and 81 zone. That's kind of why I didn't want to show him. I like the DRC 94 man coverage, really solid, really good in one. Whereas Antonio's kind of pretty good in both, but not really good in one. But he does have much better press. So if you're looking for a more well-rounded cornerback, you might want to go with Antonio Cromartie. But I would personally recommend going with DRC and just making sure you don't press him on any receiver if you do get him. Our second to last item here is Xavier Rhodes, the Football Outsider Edition, not the Road to the Playoffs one. There are only 2 up and it's going for a lot. It looks like it's kind of a rare card, but the Football Outsider Edition is very, very good. I had him on my team for an extremely long time. He's been out since week 4, so it's a little rare now, but you should be able to get it for less than 9 or 10,000 coins, and I definitely think it's worth around that item or around that price. He's 6'1", so pretty tall, 93 speed, that's pretty solid as well. 91 agility, 90 acceleration, so he's going to be able to get to his top speed really quickly, along with 86 man coverage, which is really pretty solid. That's what Antonio Cromartie had, and then a 93 zone coverage, which is almost identical to what DRC had at man coverage, but he just has flopped him, and he has a better better overall combination of coverages. And then the 90 press, that's crazy. The only one we even saw that was close to that was Brandon Browner, who had an 88, but Xavier Rhodes is definitely better than Brandon Browner, do not get me wrong at all. He's a little bit shorter, which kind of hurts him, but he has better press, better speed, and I believe he had better coverage stats as well. So if you have the extra coins to pony up for this Xavier Rhodes, I would definitely do it. I would expect to get him around 8,500 like this one is. This 6,600 is almost a snipe. I probably won't buy it because I wouldn't really make too much of a profit, but if you can get him for even that low, you're going to be really doing well. This card is an extremely good card for how cheap it is. Definitely try to get it under 10k and you'll be golden. The final card I'm going to show you guys today is an elite. I usually try to show you an elite in every single one of these cheap cuts videos. Obviously, cornerbacks, the elites, the base elites aren't really that highly touted. Charles Tillman isn't a great cornerback. Do not get me wrong. I'm not going to say he's better than the newer cornerbacks that come out nowadays, but he is honestly going to get the job done if you're rocking a budget squad, only going for around 8,500 coins or 9,500, whatever you want to look at it. And we're going to take a look at the stats. So he's 6'2". Obviously, that's pretty tall. It's on par with most of the corners I've showed you. As you guys can see, I'm kind of biased towards taller cornerbacks. I like having the height there to have them go up and make plays. I like it a lot. It kind of offsets some other deficiencies that they may have. He has 88 speed, which is just enough to get the job done. It's better than Brandon Browner, but it's lower than all the other corners we showed. 84 man coverage, which is pretty good, mostly on par with what we showed, and 90 zone coverage, which is pretty solid as well. The 92 press, though, is where it kind of puts him over the top. Pressing in this game is really helpful, I would say, and you can really only do it if you have corners that are good at pressing. So Charles Tillman's very good at that, and he also has an 88 play recognition, which is pretty solid. Now, if I were to recommend between him and Xavier Rhodes, I honestly do not know. It kind of depends on what you need on your team. They're very, very similar, almost the same height. Xavier Rhodes a little taller, has better zone coverage and better man coverage, but Tillman has better press. So it's kind of up to you. Let me know, what you think, who is better. Even though Tillman technically should be better since he is an elite, but I kind of wanted to show you guys Tillman because he's an elite, and I know a lot of people like to have elites on their team, even if they're not the best elites ever. But I just wanted to show you, one of the better elites, I would say, that's pretty cheap on the cornerback side, and I would definitely recommend this Charles Tillman as that kind of item. But that will do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know what you think I should do for the next position. I'll probably do another defensive position because I've already done 2 offensive, so I'll probably do another defensive and kind of round it out like that. But let me know in the comments down below what I should do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.